Coming to you on the greatest day of the year. If you're a man that's successfully gotten a woman to pop out at least one kid, it's Womanless Nerd Out time! How you guys doing? Happy Womanless Nerd Out time and a very, very happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. And I hope you had an absolutely amazing day. We'll talk about mine more at the end. And we're also going to talk about a few other great people. And one of them is Michelle Parada. Happy birthday, my other sister. I love you to death. We're going to talk about her more at the end. And happy birthday, Butch Burchell. I hope you had a fantastic day as well. Talk a little bit about him too. But aside from Father's Day and aside from a few great people's birthdays, can't see you from here, we'll catch you at the end. We also are going to talk a little bit about trimethylglycine and the role it plays in methylation and homocysteine conversion. So, you know, when we to kind of pick up where we left off, right? We said trimethylglycine, aka betaine, that you find in all these supplements. It comes from the beetroot, comes from the wheat germ, right? A lot of people just take beetroot supplements in themselves. Trimethylglycine is our big hitter here, all right? And let's break the name down quick. Trimethylglycine, as we did yesterday. Now, trimethyl, 3 methyl groups bound to the amino acid glycine. So it is no surprise that trimethylglycine could donate those methyl groups in a bunch of different areas in the body to fulfill different functions, right? It's got 3 methyl groups of ammunition. So, you know, before we talk about exactly how trimethylglycine plays a role in methylation, let's talk about a few good things about methylation. Well, methylation in general plays a massive role in mental and physical health, all right? Now, so many roles methylation plays throughout the body in many different organ systems, but let's talk about a few systems as examples. Methylation affects the nervous system, the immune system, the cardiovascular system. It affects detoxification of heavy metals is another one. In addition to that, I don't know if I said the immune system, if I didn't, immune system. Energy production. Energy production, it is no surprise there. As we said, that trimethylglycine is an ergogenic acid. And remember that ergogenics are involved in improved exercise performance, stamina, and recovery, right? So it makes sense that if it plays a role in methylation, at least regulating it and promoting it, that it would promote energy production, right? Aside from that, methylation also plays a major role in hormone balance. So another fun fact about it. In terms of how trimethylglycine affects it exactly, it increases levels of SAMe in the body, S-adenosylmethionine, all right, promoting methylation, and also activates folate, aka B9. So those are a couple ways that trimethylglycine plays a role in the very, very, very important process of methylation. So now let's talk a little bit about homocysteine. So high homocysteine levels in the body can be damaging to, you know, a lot of things, but in particular, let's talk about the cardiovascular system a little bit. And if you have excessive levels of homocysteine, then you have the potential of damaging your arterial walls, right? Damaging those arterial walls and promoting excessive blood clotting, neither of which are great things, right? If we don't need the clotting to be going on, right? You see how it could be bad for cardiovascular performance, cardiovascular health. So it is a good thing that trimethylglycine can contribute to reducing homocysteine to methionine to promote better cardiovascular health. And one more thing that we didn't mention yesterday, I want to mention now I'm thinking about it, is trimethylglycine is a choline metabolite as well. So what does that mean? Well, it's a byproduct of choline metabolism. And I'm sure you've heard of the very commonly talked about neurotransmitter acetylcholine. Okay, so if you're curious about the enzyme that breaks down acetylcholine, it's acetylcholine esterase. So there's a few fun facts about trimethylglycine. Now let's get talking to the great people. All right. Talking to them, talking about them, whether they're seeing it or not. Right. And first, it's going to be my dad. Has to be my dad. Because today's your day. Today's your day. You know, Butch, Michelle, I know you got birthdays today. But, Dad, I love you so much. We had a fantastic day today. We got an absolutely gorgeous day for it. We spent it all outside doing things he loves, just being active, from playing cornhole, having a fantastic dinner with some salmon and chicken and a bunch of other great stuff, you know, berries and watermelon, and we were very happy all day. He had a fantastic burger as well, and a fantastic time, most importantly. And, you know, one thing, I talked about him a lot on his birthday again, so, you know, not to be repetitive, I'd rather talk about something else that's very interesting about my dad that I didn't realize till I got older. And that is the fact that when I was a kid, and I was anything from playing sports to, you know, trying to get good grades in school, you know, maybe not really trying it, he got on my case for it, you know, and I'm very thankful for that now. He always gave me, you always gave me, if you're watching this, Dad, this sense of confidence that I could conquer anything, that I could do anything. It was expected. It was expected to do the absolute best. And it didn't have to be the absolute best of anybody that's around, but it, you know, I mean, you know, a lot of time it kind of came off like that. And as a kid, it could be an intimidating thing. But I'm so thankful for that, and it helped me to thrive throughout my life. And I took that with me through my entire life to today, and I have you to thank for that. So, seriously, thank you so much. And thanks for being great at every sport, because it makes a fun Father's combo. We get to go kill it and stuff and have a great time. And being a great cornhole teammate, we murdered it today. So I'm so glad you had a great day, Dad. I love talking about you on here. You know, maybe we'll talk about you some other days, even though it's not Father's Day or your birthday. But, you know, I really love you. And this one was for you. Right? Sorry I had to take a little time out of the day to do this. But when wellness happens every day. So we had no choice. Michelle Parada, happy birthday, Shelly. Happy birthday, Michelle. Oh, my gosh. It's been a long time since I've seen you, but, you know, my best friend growing up, my brother, Chris Parada, I mean, I would be at his house every day. We're all family, you know, it's just, that's my second family, and, you know, I would be hanging out there a lot. We set records in sleepovers in the summer and things like that. We talked about on Chris's birthday, but you know who was there through it all? It was Shelly. She was always there. And it was always great seeing you, and it was always great hanging out, having fun. I think you even played Manhunt with us a few times, even though we were the guys and you didn't want to do exactly what we were doing. You were a super cool sister, and you were always down to just hang out and still be around us. And, hey, thanks for that. That's one. Another thing I want to say about Michelle, and I really, really mean this. I don't think I ever saw you when you weren't smiling. You had to, I mean, unless you went through that phase when you were younger, you know, and you get a little upset, and I fake call the cops at one time, there was stuff going on. It was nothing that you did bad, obviously, but I don't even know if you remember that. It's just a funny thing that randomly just popped into my head, and Chris, you're probably laughing right now. You remember that the cops actually showed up at the door. But, yeah, you've been like a little sister to me forever, and it makes me so happy to see you just always so happy. I could tell you were always so happy inside, and I'm sure that you've carried that throughout your life. I know you have, you know, and I see pictures of you all the time, and I know you're doing great up in Boston. I know you're doing great things, and teaching, and you're very happy, and I'm very happy because you are. So thank you for being a great other sister, and I hope I get to see you soon. All right? This one is for you as well. Butch, what's up, dude? Happy birthday, man. Hey, I hope you had a great day. I hope you had an absolutely fantastic day. You know, obviously Pie Guy, Rugger, just, you know, great guy. You play poker, and you're always down to have a good intellectual conversation. Appreciate that. And you're always down to kick it, you know, and you're reliable to your word. I'll give you that. If Butch says he's going to do it, he's going to do it. So that's a pretty cool thing about him, among a lot of other stuff. But, you know, I all in all, I just want to say I hope you had an absolutely fantastic day today, man. And this one was for you as well. All right. So happy Father's Day, Dad. Happy birthday, Shelly. Happy birthday, Butch. That's your When Wellness for the day. Don't forget, we talked about trimethylglycine today. Have a fantastic rest of your Father's Day, fathers. Rest of your birthday, Shelly and Butch. And a fantastic night, everybody else. That doesn't fall into that category. We will see you tomorrow, folks. You enjoy it. Thank you.